Oh, I didn't notice you there. It's Heartless back here for another haul video for you guys. This month, it's a little different. I ended up taking October and November's and just mashing those together for you because I was too lazy. I missed October because of Comic-Con, redoing my house, doing school classes, working and everything. I didn't have time. So I just mashed it all into one video and was like, you know what? Happy Thanksgiving. Feast upon this shit. So I was like, alright, let's do this. So like I normally do every month, I'm going to break them down by publisher and show you what we got going on. So without further ado, let's do this! Alright, first up we have Berserk Volume 41. It's the Tankobon from Japan. This was a limited edition set commemorating Miura's death. Came with this nice actual print. And I'm just going to open it up and show you guys what came in it. I got this at Kinokuniya when I was at New York Comic Con. And it was $50, but I love Berserk so much I couldn't say no. So, basically, what you get is you get Volume 41 of Berserk. Again, like I said, it's the Tankobon. Just flip through it. Catches up with some of the newer chapters. I'm up to date on it. I love it. I was looking for this and it's sold out. Just a little cardboard thing. That don't matter. Get this pretty sick silkscreen canvas with guts on it with some gold flake. I thought it was pretty cool. And it also comes with an audio drama CD. Because, you know, none of us have CDs anymore. But it was pretty cool. That I don't understand Japanese. But here's the CD. And comes with a little insert. I guess with notes on it. But I thought it was pretty cool. So I figured I had to get that out. Kinokuniya, when I saw it, I was like, I need this. Show you a little deeper on it. You can see all the subtleness in the black. And I like how they have the bullet and also the moon. Alright, up now we have Dark Horse Comics. This is Berserk Volume 11, the Omnibus. And it's so amazing. I love Berserk, like I've always said. It's just nice, thick, leather-bound, bigger images. You can't go wrong with it. And it looks awesome on your bookshelf. I mean, come on. That looks pretty sweet. It's going to look great up there with the rest of them. So Berserk, Volume 11. Highly recommend you check out this series. It's so good. Next we have Gantz Omnibus Volume 10 from Dark Horse. I really hate how thick and Bible size these are, but it is the only way to get Gantz right now. Same thing with most of their other series. They only do them in omnibus formats like Hellsing. They have Blade of Immortal that are all in the giant thick. Like, this is as big as a Bible. Like, look at how thick that bad boy is. Dark Horse, I was so sad with Anime NYC that you didn't announce a reprinting of Battle Royale. Such a missed opportunity. But this is going to look great up there. Up next we have, for publishers, Kodansha. This is Go-Go Loser Ranger. When I heard about it, it sounded kind of cool. It's basically, what if the Power Rangers were assholes and the villains weren't bad guys? It's also by the same creator that did the Quintessential Quintuplets. I'll read you the blurb on the back. Who is the hero? Who is the villain? When the monster army invaded Earth 13 years ago, the divine dragons rose up to stop them. With the war raging on, these great heroes are mankind's last hope. Or are they? In truth, the invaders were subjugated within a year, forced to continue to crack out the monster of the week for the Rangers to crush in front of the adoring fans. But one monster has had enough. Something has to change. He will rebel against anything, the might of the Dragon Rangers, and destroy them all. From the inside, from the creator of the Quintessential Quintuplets, comes the all-new anti-Ranger action comedy. I read this. This was funny as hell. I'd highly recommend it. I guess Volume 2 leaked out a little early. Comes out next month, in December. Highly check it out if you like Power Rangers, Kaiju Monster, and just a funny story. Pretty damn good. Up next we have Yen On. It is an imprint from Yen Press. Now I know what most of you guys are going to say is, whoa, whoa, whoa. Heartless, I thought you didn't light novels. I didn't, but now I do. So this one's called My Happy Marriage Volume 1. I was going to do a group read with people. I screwed up. I was pumped. I'm like, I got Volume 1 and 2 before Volume 1 came out. I forgot they made light novels. So, I picked up both these thinking I was all good. Till I flipped through and was like, where's the pretty pictures? What's this, words? I can't read. So I picked this up and I actually read the manga for the first one. It's awesome. I'd highly recommend it. So here is My Happy Marriage Volume 1 light novel. And I'll read you the blurb in the back of the manga because it's the same thing. But I liked it. It was pretty cute. And here's Volume 2 of My Happy Marriage. Go ahead, you can screenshot that if you want to see what it says. Alright, so this is My Happy Marriage Volume 1. Now this is a little weird and not normal. This is from Square Enix manga, but the light novel is from Yen Press. What's going on with that crazy licensing? Like, Yen Press? Square Enix? How do they match? I don't know. But, anyways, I really enjoyed this. Shameless self-plug, I started a reading group. We meet twice a month and discuss books that we picked out. This is our first book. This is My Happy Marriage, and we all loved it. It was, I think 6 different people, and the chat also read it. But let me read you the blurb on the back. A Cinderella-inspired slow burn historical romance with a paranormal twist set in Taisho era Japan. All she wanted was a bit of happiness. Considered nigh worthless for having failed to inherit the superhuman power of the bloodlines into which she was born, Mayo Shiromi lives her days unwanted and unloved. Her stepmother and very own father have little time or affection for her. Mayo must suffer being treated as a servant by her half-sister, who, unlike Mayo, is blessed with the unusual powers of their blood, and a little prettier too. Ultimately seen as nothing more than a nuisance and a drain on the family's wealth, Mayo's packed off to the Kudo house as the bridal candidate for the heir of Kiyosha Kudo. Whispers around Kudo clan the most powerful in the land. But will the alleged cold and cruel house into which Mayo aims to marry prove much warmer than the family itself left behind? Basically, poor Mayo, her family didn't love her. Like, her mother died, her father was seeing this other lady that he remarried right after the mother died, and they stripped everything away from her. She was useless, so they figured, let's just marry her off to someone and get her out of her hair. And they don't care. The guy that was supposed to marry her, they ended up offering the stepsister to him, and the father from the other clan said, why are you offering her up to me? Shouldn't we get Mayo? And he's like, I don't care what happens to her. If she lives, dies, or goes on the streets, she's not my problem anymore. She ends up meeting Kyoa, and he's pretty much cold and a dark guy. He's only had people last 3 or 4 days with him, living with him before they leave. And she's getting to know him, and they're kind of starting to fall in love. It's really sweet. Check it out. Alright, so back to Yen Press. Not Yen On. This is Yen Press. This is, hi, I'm a witch, and my crush wants me to make a love potion. This caught my eye because I'm trying to, find more rom-coms to check out. And this is right up my alley with witches, medieval fantasy, and a rom-com. I'll read you the blurb in the back. I really liked it. It was a slow burn towards the end, but I can't wait for Volume 2. Make me a love potion. And with the single sentence, a good witch of the lake's secret crush on the dashing Sir Harjai ends in heartbreak. Still, when he promises to help her gather ingredients, Rose is thrilled at the chance to gaze upon the man she'd normally never get to interact with. She learns to brace the pondering heart for their unusual, stilted conversations, but what is she to do when she inexplicably shows up on the doorsteps with the bread and jar of apple butter? It's a cute, sweet story, basically. The witch lives by herself. No one ever visits her. She lives on a little island, and a knight comes to visit her and says, hey, can you make me a love potion? She's like, sure. But she's in love with him. She met him years ago, and she's like, wow, he's a really nice guy and really cute and stood up for me and my family. But she never tells him that. And she keeps on having the knight go on quests to get all the different ingredients for the love potion. It's taken months upon months, but he still comes back, constantly offering to help. Say, hey, what do I gotta do now? What do I gotta do now? And then he notices she lives alone, and she's very malnourished. So he brings her food, and he's trying to win her over. It's pretty sweet. I want to see where it goes. But again, here's the front cover, and here's the back cover. You notice this is going to be really Yen Press heavy, because I bought a lot of it at New York Comic Con, and they were good prices, and it was just right there. I couldn't say no. I got cheat skills in another world, and became unrivaled in the Real World 2 Volume 1. I think I just went balls deep and bought like 14, I want to say, yeah, 14 manga from Yen Press. Haven't read it yet. It'll be on the TBR pile that, eventually I'll get around to. Anybody that's been watching my channel for years knows I love Bufari. Bufari is so cute. It is one of my favorite wholesome RPG slice of life stories. So this is Bufari. I don't want to get hurt. I'll max out my defense. This is volume 5. And it's basically a story about a female character named Maple that plays an MMO online role-playing game. And she's kind of bad at it and dense, but ends up just lucking her way into just becoming so overpowered that most people can't stop her. And I'm loving the manga. It's finally catching up to where the anime is because it's been coming out slower, but it's really good. Pick this up. It's called Gai-Chen. The art just looks amazing. It's volume 1. And I don't know. I just saw it. It looked lewd. It said parental warning, explicit content on the back at Comic-Con. I was like, hey, I gotta pick this up. I haven't even flipped through it. Cracked the plastic on it, and let's see how bad it is. Not too bad. Oh. Mommy milkers. Yeah. Oh. I didn't know hands could go there. Seems pretty cultured. We have In the Land of Leaddale Volume 2. I previously talked about this in one of my videos. I really liked it. It's an isekai story where the main character was playing an online MMORPG and she died and got stuck in the servers, and 200 years later she came back to see what's going on. I watched some of the anime, read the first manga. Can't wait to read the second one. Geek hit, man! I wasn't going to pick this up, but people said it was pretty good, and when I saw Volume 2 was out at New York Comic Con, I was like, hey, yeah, I gotta try it. So this is Geek Hitman Volume 1, and all I know is, I think he was an ex-hitman that's now a geek. I don't know exactly. I'll read you the blurb in the back, see if it's for you, maybe not for you. But it's in my collection. I'll eventually read it and tell you if it's dog or really good. In his life as a hitman, Marco never failed to eliminate his targets, known throughout Italy as the Oracle of Florence. He made a name for himself executing his missions quickly and silently, with no hesitations. However, one day, in the course of his work, he came upon a remarkably cute figure that will change his life forever. Determined to track down the source of such charming visage, he leaves Italy behind to immerse himself in a world of anime, manga, and games. That sounds funny. But his departure ruffles more than a few feathers. Now, with a bounty on his head, Marco can't let his guard down just yet. Sounds funny, sounds stupid. I don't know. Definitely have to check it out. And this is Volume 2. It is a little pricier. It is a $15 manga. So I don't know if that's something you're willing to spend the money on, but the art's not too bad. Can't wait to try it. Picked up Love in the Heart. I have no idea what it is, but it does have language, nudity, and violence in it. So I was like, yo, that's a nasty man pick. I have to cop it. Let me read you the blurb in the back. After a messy breakup, college freshman Yu Yawahashi returns home only to find she has an unexpected male roommate. Ooh. Introducing himself as her old childhood friend moved abroad, handsome Hamaru Horsey is back to do his homestay. He's totally hot, super nice, and always there for you in trouble. But could Homura's timing be a little too perfect? Plus, the house next door, where he claims to have lived, didn't the family all there commit? Ooh, mystery, murder, committing on life. We'll see. I bought this just based on the ridiculous long name. It is The Magical Revolution of the Reincarnated Princess and the Genius Young Lady. I don't know, it looked cute. It's got language, violence, and nudity. I mean, come on. Let me read you the blurb in the back. Story. Princess Anastasia may not be able to use her magic, but she didn't let that stop her from developing magicology, a unique theory based on her memories from her past life. While testing out her new flying broom, she happens across Euphilia, a magical genius, having her engagement unjustly and publicly broken off. That's rough. Seeing the tears in Euphilia's eyes, Anastasia takes the obvious course of action, kidnapping the girl for herself. I don't know. Sounds like another random isekai, but could be cute, may not be cute, could be Yuri. I don't know. Gotta read it to check it out. The Hero Who Laughs While Walking the Path of Vengeance a Second Time, Volume 2. Like the first volume, it's been months since the first volume came out. So I didn't have the second volume. It's an isekai. It's pretty gory. It's a shonen. Highly recommend it. We have Monster Taboo. I have no idea what it's about. Saw it at New York Comic Con. It sold me on mature language, nudity, sex, and violence. So I had to pick it up, give you the blurb of the back, and this just gives me raging like Baymax vibe, so I had to check it out. Let me read you the blurb on the back about this. Artist student Hiroka Suzuki hides a dark secret and a death wish. She knows the world is full of monsters disguised as adults, and she recklessly is looking for a creature to turn her into mush. What the f does that mean? When one such grown-up saves her instead, she sees this rabbit-like being named Muchikazu, not as her executioner, but as some serious relationship material. Ooh, steamy. Girlfriend and boyfriend, human and monster, wielder and weapon. How far will Maruka and Muchikazu go, and the other mysteries that lie in store for them? Not your average boy meets girl. Check it out, see what it's about. The Last Executioner and Her Way of Life, Volume 1. I recall seeing this last year at New York Comic Con for the anime coming out, and I was like, oh, this seems cool. And the manga just came out, so I was like, I gotta check this out. This looks awesome. I think it's a Yuri story, so I can be into it. It says, after straying from Japan into a different world, the possibilities for the so-called lost ones are endless. A new life away from mundanity and a chance for adventure. Unbelievable powers, but they're all cut short by the church. To protect the world from the potential destruction brought about by these powers, executioners like the talented Minuo must take these walking calamities before they wreak too much havoc. So far, Minuko has always completed her mission without failure, despite the inevitable lingering attachment and regret. But what happens when she goes after an exceedingly trusting girl who just won't die? Guess we gotta read it to find out. Alright, we have this giant omnibus I read and loved. It's Palua Magi, Madoka Magica. This is the first omnibus. I was recommended to anime to check this out. Checked out some of it, and I was like, I need to read more of it. Holy is this dark. This is a magical girl fantasy story that the girls, they don't always get what they wish for. And this little guy right here, he is evil. If you want something that's got flair of magical girl with just really dark undertones, I highly recommend it. What's this? More Madoka Magica? Hell yeah, I got that. This is Madoka, well, it's Palua Magi Madoka, the different story. I guess there's multiple timelines and universes. So I was like, you know what? Newbury's got the buy one, get one 50% off sale. I never like to pay full retail price, so I picked this up. I'm going to read you a blurb on the back. This is an alternative tale in Madoka Magica universe, an all-in-one complete omnibus. Magical girl Mayumi Tomei is a skilled fighter with a warm personality but struggles with her life, where survival often takes precedence over kindness. As she encounters others like herself, feisty Kyoko, the energetic Sayaka, and cold Homura, a gentle Madoka alliance are formed and friendships are lost amid the ongoing fight against the witches who threaten the city. For all her power, can Mayumi prevent the greater tragedy, or fate truly be inevitable? Gotta read it, but I can't wait to binge it. Up next we have Seven Seas. We know I love me some Seven Seas. Sometimes it's ecchi, sometimes it's smutty. All around culture, gentlemen. So this is what I picked up. It is Free Life Fantasy Online, Immortal Princess Volume 1. Picked this up at Kinokuniya. It looked cool, different, and new, so I had to cop that. Let me read you the blurb in the back. Second Life After Death. When Kotoni receives the latest full-drive virtual reality game, Free Life Fantasy Online, from her younger sister, Akina, she dives right in. Unfortunately, as a noob to virtual reality, Kinoda actually creates an impossibly difficult character. Now she's stuck as a zombie. How will she start a second life online when her character is already dead? I don't know. Sounds cool. We have Volume 2 of Kimono Jiren. I liked the first one. It was pretty cool. A little different. Kid's basically a half demon and becomes a demon hunter just like every other story. But it was pretty cool. Had to check out the second one. Picked up Volume 7 of the Dungeon of the Black Company. This came out in, I want to say, April, June. Had to pick it up. I love the series. It's an isekai comedy. I'm a sucker for isekai. Really good. Just go check it out. Yakuza Reincarnated, Volume 3. I thought I was going to hate Volume 1, but I ended up liking it. Picked up Volume 2, and I'm like, I'm wrapped up in the story and really digging it. So you should check it out. Another isekai story. Yakuza mob boss has a cool tattoo of a girl on his back. Ends up getting double-crossed and killed. Ends up in a new medieval fantasy world where he is the beautiful girl that was tattooed on his back, and it's pretty cool. Picked up Sakari-san Wants to Be Noticed. I have no idea why I picked it up. I usually buy stuff on random impulses. I think this is probably a cute slice of life rom-com. Back says, does she like me? Mako can't figure out what's up with Sakari. She's always talking to him, asking him weird questions, getting really close. Doesn't she think he's gonna get the wrong idea? Or could it be that she likes him? No way, but maybe. Who knows? Double feature Young Ladies Don't Play Fighting Games Volumes 3 and 4? Yeah. I loved Volumes 1 and 2. It was a really cute Yuri story. So I picked up Volume 3 in October. And then I think I got Volume 4 early in November. I think it was an earlier release than I should have got it, but it's a pretty cute story. Basically that this girl, she plays fighting games. She can't play games at school. She ends up going to a club to play after class, and another girl's there playing fighting games, and they just don't want to get caught, and they're getting closer. They play in their dorm room. Gets a little cute and cheeky. Hopefully, we get to scissor me timbers. Up next, we have Ghost Ship. It's a sub-imprint from Seven Seas. It is their smut line. What more can be said? This is Witches of Adams Volume 3. Had to pick it up. 1 and 2 were really good. And basically, the main character, he gets diamonds, and witches are after him. Every time he gets a diamond, he loses a year of his life. So it's pretty hard. And it's getting pretty spicy in here. What can I show you? Nope, fingers are inside her. Oh, she looks pregnant. Oh, what is she eating? That's not pudding. Wow. Yep, boobies, boobies. Naked girls, sweaty girls. Girls in the bath. Some culture gentlemen right there. Bye, folks. We have The 100 Girlfriends Who Really, 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 Really Love You, Volume 4. As a Ghost Ship title, I thought this was going to slowly pick up into something more and more lewd, but it's not. It's a harem story where the main character, he's cursed, wants to know why he can never get a date, ends up asking God. God responds going, oh, sorry man, I screwed up. Tell you what, I'm going to give you 100 girlfriends. Don't worry about it. He's like, oh, thanks. God's like, oh yeah, but just to let you know, you break up with any of them, they immediately die. So he's collecting a harem. I think he's up to 4 or 5 girls right now. I haven't read Volume 4. But it is funny as hell, and I don't think this gets lewd at all. Does it? No. It's just funny, cute, and wholesome. I'd say check it out. Steamship for the Cultured Ladies, Seven Seas. This is Outbride, The Beauty and the Beast, and this is Volume 2. This is, it's female smut. The first volume was the first Steamship title I actually tried out, and yeah. I liked it. It was pretty goddamn spicy. And this has got them daddies and some spice factors and some wow. Check it out if you're a chick or you just want to actually deal yourself and read something that's kind of spicy. Just saying. Up next we have Viz Media. I picked this up early at New York Comic Con. This is from the horror master himself, Junji Ito. This is Black Paradox. I read about 40 pages of this half a month ago. Just really wasn't into it. It could get better, but it seemed very animated. By animated, I mean cartoony, like how the bad guys, they're shadow people or clones of yourself or doppelgangers. And the ways they die was a joke. But anyways, check it out if you like Junji Ito. Romantic Killer. This is actually from their Shoujo Beat line, and I really enjoyed it. It was hilarious. It was cute. For the price tag of $17, but guess what? The coloring in this, it's full color. It's nice glossy pages. I actually had this as my second book review on my Thirsty Weeb Thursdays. I should probably check it out. I'll put the link up right there. But let me read you the blurb in the back. I liked it. It was cute. Everyone on the panel loved it. And I can't wait to see where it goes. I did watch some of the anime, but I don't want to spoil it. I'll wait for it as it comes out. High schooler Azuno Hoshino has a great life. Every day she plays video games, pigs out on snacks, and pets her beloved cat. But this blissful existence is turned into a confusing mess where magical creatures transport her to an alternate reality, bereft of her favorite things. Now she's stuck with hot guys instead. What? How can she possibly survive in such an awful world? Azu must play amongst the altered reality before she can return to her normal life. She begrudgingly makes friends with Takasha Kizuki. He unfortunately happens to be one of the hottest and most popular guys at school. And what's worse, she realizes that he might not even be that bad of a person. It's just funny. Basically, this little fairy, I gotta find a picture of her, Riri, basically transports her in another world, says that Japan has a low birth rate, and the way she collects money is by people getting together and having children. So she isekais her into an otome love romance game, and she hates it because all she wants to do is play video games, eat chocolate, and pat her cat. Now she's stuck in a harem simulator that she doesn't want to be in until she picks a guy. It was really good. Check it out. Check out my video. Picked this up from a recommendation from one of my friends, Kasama Kiss. She said it was one of her most favorite reads when she was younger, and she's still trying to track it down. Picked up 2 volumes for her. They're coming into reprint. I think I grabbed volume 7 to 21. There's 24 of them. But yeah, it's a romance, and figured, hey, what the hell, I'll try it. So far, her recommendation has been spot on. Big surprise, another romance. We have Takane and Hana Volume 1. I picked this up off the same person that's recommended a bunch of the other romance and shoujo titles that I liked. And sadly, I can only find volumes 1 and 2. There's like 25 of these. I can't find the other ones. You already know what it is. It's Sakamoto Days Volume 4, baby. Yeah. I enjoy just how stupid and fun the series is. It's not super violent. It's over the top. An assassin retires. He owns a convenience store. And just the hijinks that ensue after him not being an assassin. I liked it. I'm just going to say this now. If you can hear my heat over this, I'm sorry, but I'm not stopping again. We have One Punch Man Volume 9. This was the last volume that I was trying to find before I could actually binge and read the whole series. Yes, I've been reading on Shonen Jump app, but I wanted this physically so bad. Now I have it. Following suit with this, the newest One Punch Man, Volume 24. I had to pick it up. Now I can actually happily binge it, and I like buying for $7.99 at Target. It's 20% off automatically. It's 25% off if you use your red card. I'm not sponsored, but hey, Target, throw me some money to buy some manga, just saying. Picked up Call of the Night in volumes 8 and 9 so I could binge this. I'm a sucker for vampires and succubuses, so I picked up volume 8 because I was lacking and sleeping on it. And I also picked up volume 9 that just came out. I gotta read it. Gomi Can't Communicate, volume 21. Yup, haven't read a goddamn single one of them. I've bought them all, and I think I'm just gonna wait until the end of the series at this point, just so I can read it and then go, wow, I hated that, or wow, I really liked it. Kaiju number 8, volume 4, just came out. I dig this series so much. I've been reading it before it came out on the Shonen Jump app, and it's pretty damn good. I think it's finally caught up to where it was at. Psst. Hey, you like wholesome? You like RPGs and medieval fantasy? I've got a thing for you. Friar and Beyond the Journey's End, volume 6. I've read volumes 1 through 3. I loved it, but I stopped to buddy read it, and now guess what? On my Thirsty Weeb Thursday podcast, I'm going to actually be reviewing this next Saturday. I forget what the date is off the top of my head. I'm not a math magician with calendars, okay? But we're going to be reading this. I think it's volumes 1 and 2. If not, just read volume 1. Swing by the chat and say hey and tell me what you think. But I really love this series, and it's super cute and wholesome and just right. Alright, now we have Look Back. It's a little bit larger and a little bit more expensive. It's from the creator of Chainsaw Man, Takashi Fujimoto. And yeah, I picked it up. Everyone was raving about it. I'll read you the blurb in the back. The overly confident Fujino and the Shonen Kimoto couldn't be more different. but the love of drawing manga brings these two small town girls together. A poignant story about growing up and moving forward that only the creator Takuti, I can't say his name, Fujimoto, the creator of Chainsaw Man, could have crafted. I love his work, had to check it out. We got Rooster Fighter Volume 2. I liked Volume 1, it was cute, I was on the fence, it was kind of action orientated, very funny. I was like, do I want Volume 2? Of course I wanted it, that's why I bought it. Final book for the both months is Beastars Volume 21. I think I only read up to Volume 4. I think 22 is the final volume, and then I'm gonna binge read the living shit. So yeah, that's all my pickups for October and November. I'm not buying or planning on buying anything else. And I think December, I'm just gonna have a light month, just pick up some of the newer upcoming titles, and I'm not gonna go balls deep to find stuff I really don't need when, I have like probably 1,400 manga at this point. I don't know anymore. Thank you to all my subs. I'm at 1,080 subs. Really appreciate it. Still need to pump out more content now that I have some more free time. Do me a favor, if you like this, give me that thumbs up. If you made it this far, I really appreciate it. And if you're not subbed, why the f*** aren't you subbed? I'd appreciate it. Do me that favor. And also, if you really want to see these videos whenever they come out, click the bell notification icon. That way, every time I post a new video, you guys can go, nah, I don't want to watch this. But you still know it came. Alright, so that's it. I got some other videos. I also do weekly podcasts every week now. Every week I'm on my friend Kerry's channel at Nerdy Girl Creates. We do Otaku Tuesdays every Tuesday. It's top 5, some industry news, that's cool. But I got my own pedal, that's right. I have every other Friday, We Be Cancelled. It is just a unfiltered pop culture show of manga, anime, comics, just recent news, and us just shooting the shit, having a good time. And then every other Saturday, I have my reading book club. I named it Thirsty Weeb Thursday, but that doesn't go over too well. I'm going to change the name to something else, but basically we pick books. Like I said early in the videos, we did my Happy Marriage. That was cute. We did Romantic Killer. I'm just trying to push myself outside the comfort zone. And then everybody's been wanting to read Frieren Beyond the Journey's End, which is going to be next Saturday. So hope you guys liked it, and yeah, catch you guys around. Bye.